Perfect. It says it's live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter.
Oh, perfect. We're back in
Now,
again.
yeah, no, now I need to add Instagram, TikTok. The cool thing is about this software is you can go live on every single platform there is.
At once.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes it a lot easier.
Yeah. Do you know the that camera that I got you?
Yep. Yep.
I
The
wonder if
Canon
you
one?
can I wonder if you do you have a laptop?
Yep.
I
Yep.
wonder if you
I
can
wonder if that
connect
would
it to
work.
your
hmm
yeah.
The only thing is it doesn't have a mic port, but I guess you could use the mic from the computer.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I'll have to look into that one.
Yeah. Well,
hmm
we're gonna be talking a little bit. I wanted to talk about something real quick. Remember how the last live that we had, we were talking about fitness and hunting?
hmm Yeah.
Well, I was lifting weights in the gym and I was thinking, does fitness for deer hunting really matter? Like specifically white-tailed deer. Like does it matter? Because here's the thing. If you look, if you are a part of a lot of these groups of like the hunting groups on Facebook and everything, or even Instagram, you see a
hmm
lot of these guys that kill huge deer and they're fat. You know what I
And
mean?
they zero fitness.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, so I'm sitting here thinking while I'm lifting, like mid set, because I don't really listen to music or anything, just
hmm
blank everything out.
Yeah, I do
Mid
that
set,
too.
I'm thinking like, does fitness even fucking matter
Does this
when it comes
matter?
to
Why am I
yes,
here?
yes. Because I'm thinking like I said, I know some dudes that are straight up killers when it comes to
hmm
hunting, but they're
hmm
so overweight. So I wanted to hear your opinion. Does it even matter?
Yeah, of course it matters. Like for multiple reasons, and I think like sometimes people don't realize it matters because something hasn't happened, but like you hear about people falling out of their tree stand, falling, climbing up. Like, that's one thing. If you're out of shape and you're not strapped in, that'd be a problem too, right? But like the big thing for me about that one is I feel like, yeah, you don't need to be in shape because you could hunt a field edge, you could drive an ATV, you could drag it out with you. There's so many things that like you could ride an ATV to your spot, you could ride one of the electric bikes right to your spot. Like, you don't need to have legs, but you can't hunt like that if you're hunting in the swamp because if you shoot a buck back there, it's like horrible to drag one out. You know what I mean? So like there has to be some fitness involved, and like I think it's more just your style of hunting. You can get away.
That is
I'm
true.
sure guys get away with not being in shape elk hunting because they just don't go that far and they use horses and ATVs and whatever. And you know what I mean? If you're using a rifle from long range, like I think it's kind of the thought of it's a reason to get in shape. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
more
for
of like
sure.
a purpose. It's like, some people are like, why am I getting in shape? Like, you don't have kids, you don't have a family, you don't have like, and you love hunting. It's like you want to hunt longer. You want to hunt till you're 70. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Jump in the gym. You'll probably like that. It's longevity, I think. Not like necessarily you have to be benching 225 to go kill a big buck. I don't like guarantee that doesn't need to happen,
Yeah,
right? Like
that'd
we
be
know
nice.
that. Like that'd be nice. Yeah, exactly. But no, I think it's just like you're getting longevity out of your life with it, and like you're getting more years of hunting if that's what you truly love. Being in shape is going to give you a better life,
Yeah,
right? That's just part of it. I think
yeah,
I don't think it's not a need, right? It's just it makes things easier. It's like anything else. You can cheat your way through life doing everything half-ass and have a fine life, but like, do you want something better? Work a little harder. So,
yeah.
right?
Well,
That's
that's
and
that's my thing. I was thinking. I was saying in
well,
my head, like, what is the incentive of even getting into fitness for the purpose for hunting? Because, like, dude, I bust my ass in the gym,
mhm,
but I'm nowhere near what these dudes, that kill fucking 200-inch bucks and they're out of shape. I'm nowhere near them. You know what I mean? Like I can't
true.
just go out there and kill 200-inch bucks, but
Mhm.
I can outwalk them, outrun them and shit. But does that even correlate? You know what I mean?
my question to you is because you have personally gone through this is like when you're in the shape you're in right now, is hunting easier or go back to when you were bigger? How fun was hunting? How fun was
Mm,
it trying to set up?
dude,
Getting
fucking
tired just
sucked.
walking in. Yeah, you got it done though, right?
Yeah, yeah,
You
for sure.
still went. You
Yeah.
still could killing does, whatever. You're still getting it done, but you're not in shape. But
Hmm.
how much easier, how much better does it feel? How much more do you want to go when you're in shape, right? You're not talking yourself out of it because it's a rainy day and you're out of shape and you don't want to slip and fall down a hill, right?
Yeah, for sure.
There, I think that's all fitness does in the hunting world, especially of whitetail. It's like it's just longevity of hunting and like confidence, and you feel better, you stay longer, you set up your tree stand better. I'm sure if you're a saddle hunter, like it's way easier. You're more confident if you're not 50 pounds overweight, leaning back in your saddle. Like, hopefully, this thing never lets me go.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
sure. Dude, my buddy just put in, he said, I wondered the difference of average BMI of public land hunters versus private land hunters. Ooh,
That's a
dude,
that's yeah, there you go.
dude, that is
There you go.
interesting.
Hmm.
That would be
That
in, we should do a
That's a
fucking,
I like that. I
we
like
should do a
that.
survey. We should make like a survey
Hmm.
to actually see what that is. Because you know it's crazy. Me, my buddy that commented that, and a couple others, we had deer camp and we went to Southern Ohio. So we were hunting in the hills, you know?
Yeah.
And dude, I'm telling you right now, if I did not lose like the 50 to 100 pounds, whatever it was, before going on that trip, that
Hmm.
would have sucked so
Hmm.
bad. Because, dude, those hills, they fucking suck. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's a big
Especially,
difference.
dude, there's no way I would have quit or something. I probably would have just left in the middle of the night because there's no way.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
See, I get a taste of that when I bear hunt because where I bear hunt, it's like 5 hours away from where I live, way more up north. And it's not mountains like where you were, but it's like steep terrain and like it's very hilly. And it's funny, like if you don't have an active job or aren't active, you'll feel it. Like
Hmm.
especially like when you're bringing bait down a hill and carrying a backpack like with 50 pounds or 100 pounds or whatever, and you've never done that, like you're not going to enjoy it. It's not going to be fun for you because you're going to be like, holy shit, I'm fucking soaked in sweat and we have to do this a couple more times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then imagine shooting a bear and get him out of there. You
Oh,
better
that
hope you
was,
got a friend with you,
yeah.
right? Like there's a lot of things like that, like where fitness comes in. Like I know Dave has a perfect example. It's like he had to drag a deer out by himself and put it in the back of his truck. And we'll ask him one time how that was. Like pull a deer into the back of a pickup truck,
Dude,
like
it's
by
hard.
yourself. It's hard. So like you could be successful and imagine not being able to get it out. That'd be kind
Yeah.
of embarrassing. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I shot this deer way back here, but now what? Like you have to get it out. Like
Yeah.
that's part of the game. So I don't know. I think
I
like
wonder if public land persuades people from I wonder if being like overweight persuades people from going out to public land.
definitely.
Maybe because they
And
see it
it,
like as a
and
daunting task or some shit, you know?
exactly. And one thing I notice a lot is like, how people are always like, go deeper, go wherever, and you'll get away from people. Go in spots where you look around, you're like, if I shoot something back here, can I really get this out of here?
Yeah.
Because guys, like, I know some guys see where I am and they're like, you have to get a deer out of there, right? It's like, yeah, I thought about that 100 times. I think
Yeah.
about that at the gym too, right? It's like this year I had to walk up through a cornfield. I was coming out and I was wearing rubber boots. Snow was probably just below the tops of them. I'm telling you, the amount of times I had to stop and think to myself, if I shot a deer tonight, I wouldn't have, like, how was I getting out of here? I actually was like, this would be crazy. I'd be here all night long. I might even have to hack them up into pieces just to get them out. Because my legs were like burning
Yeah.
just going through the snow. And I was like, it's long field and deep snow, but you don't think about it. And then you're like, holy shit. Like that, go to the gym all the time. And that's another one where it's like, man, that'd be embarrassing if I was like, yeah, we gotta find, I need help. Like, can't get this thing out of here, right? Like, Got to call the whole crew to pull this one out.
Yeah, for sure. And dude, there's been times where like I wasn't in the best shape and actually I was out of shape and being way back into the woods, getting away from all the other people.
Hmm.
Dude, there have been times where I did not draw my bow on like a doe or something because I just didn't want to drag it out.
Hmm.
That's what sucks, dude.
Yep. And you know what's funny is I bet you there's people out there that have shot deer, and whether I'm like, you don't hear the stories, but I guarantee you there's people that have been like, holy shit, they get halfway through the drag and they're like, I need help. Like,
Yeah,
I
for
gotta call
sure.
somebody. Like, you can act as tough as you want, but like when your legs jello out and you just can't pull no more and you can't walk and you're like, you need help. And I'm
Yeah.
sure many people have been down that road where it's like, especially if you're hunting in like thick swamp areas, like most of the time it's hard enough to walk in there with a tree stand on your back, right? Now you got to drag something that like grab one, let your friend play dead, grab him by his wrist and drag him through there. Like
Yeah.
you'll learn real quick. Like I seen something funny on Instagram one time. It was a guy in his backyard and he had like the head of a deer in the rack and he's dragging the rack hooked up to like this sled thing with weights on it and he's like practicing for deer season. Like really and truly, if you think about it, that's the only thing you need to train is the
Yeah.
drag out.
Fuck
Like
yeah.
that's it.
For sure. And you know what's crazy? Another thing is like I've been somewhat fit, like much better shape than I was. Killed a deer and I had my buddies come out and help me drag it out.
Hmm.
It's pretty crazy to see how like when me and my buddy we were at the like same fitness level, like being overweight, and we both were struggling really hard to pull the deer out and stuff.
Hmm.
But now since I'm fit and pulling the deer out, my
Yeah.
buddy is just like huffing and puffing, about to throw up and shit, and I'm still able to just
Yeah.
keep on pulling,
Keep going. Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Which I
and that's
hope
right
people
there.
would
It's
take
like
the
you don't.
inspiration.
And that's
Yeah,
the thing is like I'm not trying to tell you you need to go to the gym, but I can find you some pretty good reasons to go. Like
yeah.
there's and it's not just necessarily to say you go to the gym. It's literally going to help you if you want to continue to hunt. Like I said, just longevity in general, like to have a healthier life, to be able to do that into your later years.
Mhm.
The gym's what's going to keep you in the field, right?
Yep. My buddy Josh, he said, without a doubt, that's why I ended up learning how to quarter it out. Haha. There's fit
Hmm.
and then there's deer dragging fit.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, it
Like,
sucks.
yeah, that is the first thing that will humble anybody is like, you think you are in shape and start doing a drag out. Because most people are just curling and benching, you know what I mean? Doing back workout
Dude,
so you
it's
can pull your
fucking
big bow. Yeah,
it
other than
involves
that, man,
cardio. It involves cardio and muscle endurance.
yeah,
Because your
exactly.
legs are on
You need
fire,
some
your
legs
arms.
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
ever quartered out a deer?
No, no,
Me
no.
neither.
I think
I've
that's a
sat
tricky
there.
one. I've watched a few videos on it. I was like, bro, I think you need like at that point I don't think it's a YouTube learning one. I think you need like somebody who has previous experience, an older guy that's done this many times to show you like the ins and outs, like personally hands-on show you like this is you're gonna cut here, cut there. Because like I was always thinking is like if you start hacking in like that, like isn't there like fucking so much more fucking mess and like chances of like messing up your meat and like that's the part I would be worried about is like shit happening to my meat. I just don't have that experience, right? So I don't know otherwise. You know what I mean? Like elk guys would be great to learn that from because they have to do that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for
They're in the
sure.
mountains. So that's part of their process. Where ours is normally like you could put it in the back of a sled and drag it out, right? And it's
Hmm.
then it gets hung up and you work on it on your own. Like these guys are cutting them up in the middle of the night sometimes.
Yeah.
So
And I sat there and thought, like, wouldn't it take longer to fucking quarter a deer out than just dragging it out? Like, wouldn't you think
I don't
it's
know. I don't know. Depends how good your legs are, right?
yeah.
Like that's it. Like if you quarter them out, like yeah, you gotta do multiple trips, but at least they're progressive. Like you're making, you're in out in out. When you're dragging, if you, it's like how am I getting over this log or around this thing or fucking move it through these trees or go the long way around, right? Because you can't get through something thick.
Yeah.
Whereas you quarter it up, it's like a carrying a tree stand. You just kind of duck and you could probably weave in and out of stuff. Whereas with a
Hmm.
drag, that's a legs and body everywhere, like getting hung up. No, that'd be too much.
Yeah.
You'd gas yourself out, right? Like if you think about it, just like go do sled drags at the gym or take a weight, tie it to a fucking rope and try and just drag it up a hill or something like and throw sticks in the way and rocks and you know what I mean? If you quarter it out, you just get it's on your back and you get the carry, you're walking, you can go up and over, you can maneuver easier.
Hmm.
Whereas dragging and like doing that pulling all the time, that's gonna wear you out way faster. I think
Fuck yeah.
quartering wins. I
Hey,
think
look at
quartering
this.
it out
Can
wins.
you see the comments?
Kind of, not really. No, I can't read that.
Damn. Well, it says right here, someone needs to come. Hold on for a second. What does that do? There we go. Sounds like
That's a little better.
someone needs to come and create a summer deer camp where hunters go do hill rucks, mock drags, ladder climbs, and group
100%.
weightlifts,
And then shoot your bow.
all while doing a deer scouting workshop. Dude, that'd be sick.
That'd be fun. That's a fun camp. That'd be
Yeah,
fun.
that would. But how many
See,
people would
and
be
that
interested in that? Because
I
at
think
the end
that's
of the
a
day, it kind of sounds like it would suck ass, you know?
yeah,
Like
definitely.
who?
But that's what you you do it like you could have it like a whole entire thing where everybody kind of shows like how they get it done. You'd learn all kinds of tricks, right?
Yeah,
Everybody kind of has something they've learned from somebody or somewhere just through experience too. Like some
yeah.
that
I'm gonna
didn't
put
work, so
that
I'm
down in
doing
my
it this way.
notes.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It is. Once we get a little bit bigger and have the resources to do something like that, that sounds like something sweet to do.
That yeah, come win a saddle.
Oh,
Yeah, whoever's the most fit at dragging deer
I'm
out.
actually gonna take comment. Sec Def, he said,
hmm
"What up? What's up, man?" Hold on for a second. I'm gonna take a picture of that for sure. I'm gonna do that eventually one day.
Yeah, that's a smart one. I seen like First Form did something like that once where they were like you like won whatever, but you would like run and like do these laps, work out, lift something, squat, and then like try and shoot your bow when you're super tired. But like
Mm-hmm.
you could change it up and just have like you could shoot your bow at this thing too, but have it all based on like that, like you said, where it's like trying to drag a deer, doing like even put like a dead head on a weight and make it hard to drag and like
Yeah,
all that stuff. Even have like the fastest setup. Who can get in a saddle the fastest? You got to set up four sticks or whatever. You got to be fully set up. You set at the bottom of the tree, and everybody gets timed. So you can, and you got to be the quietest too.
yeah. Until you somebody fucking until somebody accidentally hangs themselves up in a tree, you know, and then I get sued. And then I get sued.
We gotta okay, paperwork first.
Yeah, yeah. Gotta make sure we have
Hey,
insurance to cover that
I've seen
shit.
people hanging upside down in your saddle before. I trust it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't recommend it though.
No, no.
Dude, did you hear about the one? Have you ever heard of Panther platforms?
Mm-mm. I don't
Well,
think so.
it's like a mini uh what the hell is those little tree stands where you can climber, okay?
Yeah, climber.
It's a mini climber saddle platform. So
Hmm.
it's like a platform that you attach to your feet and you can climb up with it up in the
And you
tree.
shimmy up with no sticks, and then you just
Yeah,
stand on at the top.
yeah, yeah, yep. So
Oh, that's
there
creative.
just recently a dude somehow, you know, like the back strap on the back of a climber that attaches to the
hmm
tree.
Yeah.
Somehow this dude got both of his feet. It like slipped through the back strap to the back of the tree to where his feet
hmm
were up in the air like this, and he was just dangling down.
What?
Yeah,
That's wild.
fuck yeah.
How the heck
And
did he end up like that?
I don't know, I don't know. But I was doing a little bit of research and like everything. And dude, if he was not fit, if he
hmm
wasn't like able to pull himself up to get out of that situation, he was a fucking dead man.
Yeah, that's crazy. And
Which
there you go.
is,
There's another reason.
yeah,
You
for
know what I've
sure.
also noticed is like most people that like mess up because I from experience, the only time I've ever made a mistake where I've kicked a tree stand out is because I set up too fast and never paid attention to like when you set up in the morning, a lot of times you have to go off feel and you gotta know that you gotta know your actual bite. And when I first started with a different tree stand, I didn't know like how good it was biting. So a lot of times I would have it strapped tight, and then when I went up and sat down, I'd be like my butt would like come off the tree, you know what I mean? So the
Hmm.
bottom was kicked in. And a lot of times, man, you go to stand up, and the one time I went to get off and I leaned that way and I just kicked the whole stand that way and I almost flew off and I was like, all right, need to pay way more attention to that. Like that was dumb. That was dumb. But like I know a lot of guys like, and I don't know if this is just me, but like a lot of the tree stands come, everybody just straps one strap around their stand and not the bottom strap. And I ever since I kicked the bottom of my out, I do both straps on mine just so I never kick that out again. Like I
Yeah.
know some guys just one strap and like your my saddle platform's one strap and it bites great, but it's for whatever reason it's different, right? It's because
Hmm.
it's smaller and there's not the stand that you like the post you sit on, right? That part where it like leans out off the tree if you don't strap in the top properly and cam it down. So
Yeah.
uh,
And dude, I wonder, have you
I'm sure
ever
that's what
thought
his
about
fault was, though. I'm sure
have
he
you ever
didn't. Hmm?
have you ever thought about having a rappel system?
No, I've actually not. I've seen people do that.
Because, dude, that's what I've been like seeing here recently. Like, well, not seeing, but just in my own head, when you go up to the top of a tree, let's say your tree stand kicks out and
Hmm.
you're just suspended into the tree without anything underneath your feet. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You could actually die from that. And
Yeah,
I wonder if
that's
many
true.
people, I wonder if people realize that at all. And that's actually why I always use my rappelling system anytime I'm up in a tree. Because if something
Hmm.
does happen like that, I could just
Hmm.
simply just, go down the tree and rappel.
Hmm. That's a good point. I don't think a lot of people think about that too. Is like if you're stuck hanging there for too long, like in any harness system, right? They always tell you that is like your legs start to go if you can't get your foot in something to stand them back up. Like you lose circulation in your legs, they're done.
Yeah.
So having, to be honest, multiple like when I'm saddle hunting, I am very safe.
Hmm.
I am, you know what I mean? And like I take all those precautions for whatever reason. When I tree stand hunt, I'm always 2 sticks high max, rarely ever strapped in. Like, no, I know that's not good, but like when I think about it, it's like I never think about those precautions when I'm low. But like, and that's usually when you make a mistake, right? When you're
Hmm.
comfortable and you're not thinking about it. So like that's why honestly this year I just switched to the hybrid style. I wear my saddle even if I'm in a tree stand because you can shoot many different ways that way. And what I like is I just strap it down low anyways, nothing impeding me in my chest anymore. Like and I feel a lot safer because I'm actually strapped in. So this year I was actually a little better with because I did the hybrid style with both my saddle and my tree stand. So
Hmm.
that was one where it was like, you know what, even if I'm only 10 feet off the ground, 5 feet off the ground, I always have it with me. So it's like I'm still strapped in, but it that's where the hybrid thing is kind of nice because
Okay, let
you
me
can.
ask you something real quick. Do you find
Mhm.
yourself carrying in more gear doing hybrid hunting than just tree stand hunting? Like, not talking about the little shit like the tether or the lineman rope. I'm talking more accessories, more bullshit, or do you keep it relatively minimal?
Still minimal,
Okay.
still minimal. Because in it doesn't even, I've noticed, I thought the same thing is like, is this going to affect me? Nothing really changes other than the size of my platform. Either I'm bringing a small saddle platform or I have my full tree stand. Usually I have the same sticks with me unless I'm bringing 2 extra sticks, but that doesn't mean anything to me. You know what I mean? I don't bring any extra gear because of my saddle. I'm like super minimal when it comes to that. Like
Hmm.
I usually keep like just what I need to like climb the tree, and like so weight is nothing changes whether saddle hunting or not, or I'm hybrid hunting. Like really, at zero effect and no extra gear. I would say like even wearing my if I wear the saddle in, it doesn't even bother me honestly because the way it rolls up the bottom,
Hmm. Yeah.
it like that was huge. That's huge,
Yeah.
and like it doesn't impede me like going up and over logs. Like some people can say it's like wearing a diaper or whatever bothers them. Then maybe the saddle you have is too dry and crusty and hard, whatever
Yeah.
company made it. But like
Yeah.
the BullPath ones, bro, it's nothing, no different, and it doesn't. I can walk as far as I want in mine. Like it doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
So, and I don't carry like I don't bring anything more because I'm in a hybrid or a saddle or my tree stand. The only thing I start bringing more is when it gets colder. It's just more gear to keep me warm. Like I'm literally binoculars, knife, rangefinder. Like honestly, I'm never binoculars. It's like rangefinder, knife, some Zins,
Yeah.
face mask.
Dude, I've gotten away
That's
from
it.
binoculars.
Me too, because most of the spots I can only see 30 yards, whatever. I'm in
Exactly.
such thick
Yep.
stuff, so it's like I can see with my rangefinder. So,
Yep.
and that's one less thing I'm moving. I find that like if you're just sitting there always looking around, you're moving too much. Just
Yeah.
sit there and let your eyes do the looking and just, you know what I mean? Move your head slowly. If you
Yep.
want to see something, use your rangefinder to see. Like you don't really
Dude, you know
need
what
like,
I've done? You know what I've done? Instead of bringing in binoculars, like let's say there's a little opening to where you can see 100 yards away or whatever, and you can't quite see
mhm,
it with the naked eye.
yeah,
Whip your fucking phone out, put that bitch on
that's another
30x,
one.
and there you
Yeah,
go.
you're gonna see better. It's true.
Yeah, that's what I've done, and I
Yeah.
hate binoculars, dude. Fucking
Well,
hate them.
that when I was gonna start recording all my stuff, I got like a little Sony handy cam, and then I realized I was like, I hate carrying all this shit with me.
Hmm.
So what I did was I went to the GoPro and just would have it on my stabilizer, and then that I because I shoot without it on, I was like, I now I have this extra weight in the front, and I was like, fuck it, I don't want it messing with my shot, so I took that off, and then this year I just bought that cheap ass muddy camera arm, the muddy one
Yeah.
and I got like it's like a phone end, and you can just put your cell phone to it,
Yep.
and you just like slide up, turn it sideways, use it like that. And honestly, it made it so much more enjoyable because everybody messes with their phone all the time. So if your phone is on your camera arm, it actually creates less movement because you can have it like right in front of you, and like if you want to put it on your camera, you just touch it. You know what I mean? It's right there. Boom. It's easier than me trying to like reach out to my camera, flick the switch, touch a button, open the screen up, like all that. Because on this little camera I have, if you open the screen, it turns it on. So it's
Hmm.
like, what I mean? It's not the most useful like that. So with having it on just like a little camera arm, and if you're bored and you're trying to look on Instagram, well, it's right there in front of you. You can just do it like that.
Yeah.
And it's
Have you
cheap.
tried?
And if
Have
you
you tried self filming while saddle hunting at all?
Yeah, yeah. It's
It's
actually, I
a
think it's a little easier.
what? I think it's a pain in
Yeah.
the ass.
See, what I like is because I'm behind, I can set it up and leave it. You know what I mean? I find when I'm sitting in my tree stand, I have it under my arm. I always have to move it because I gotta like swing it around, right?
Mhm.
Whereas if I'm saddle hunting, I just leave it on a perfect angle and I'm using the tree to protect me from whatever way I'm expecting them. So I just kind of have it in the rough spot I'm expecting and just leave it right there and it's in front. I feel like it's easier just kind of like move smaller movements, whereas like I gotta like put my arm and like swing and like I just find that side movement's a little harder than just when it's right in front of you and you can just seems easier to me. I don't know why. Maybe I have it wrong. I'm not that, you know what I mean? I'm still learning at that part too. So like maybe that's something, you know what I mean? Maybe it is easier and I'm just backwards.
Yeah. Yeah. I just found it always annoying trying to self film, especially with like a
That's what
DSLR camera. Like it's
Like
so frustrating.
I love the idea, but like I always I'll bring it all with me and just I'll look at it at the back of my truck and be like, see you later. I'm not bringing it
Yeah.
out. I'm out of
Yeah.
here. That's why like I hate hunting with another person, but like I loved having my cousin before because he would just like and while I'm just sitting in the tree just thinking about hunting, this guy's like looking at the birds, taking pictures, like he's doing whatever. So he creates all this extra content that I always forget to make. And it's like,
Yeah.
like sometimes like, but then again, you have another person with you and it's
Dude,
different.
I love actually bringing somebody that's never hunted before and getting them on a deer. Because, dude, I've done it 3 times where
Hmm.
I brought a friend out that's never hunted or has hunted but very little, doesn't know what they're doing. I set them, and this is on public land, set them
Yeah.
up in the spot. I go do my own thing. And dude, to me, it's one of the best feelings in the whole world is just like getting them on a deer and they do it. Like
Hmm.
to
The
me, that's one of
excitement.
the dude,
Hmm.
it's so good. Like
Hmm.
I'm happier for them killing the deer than me. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. You get and it's another thing. It's like sometimes I look at that as like sometimes I help people out and I'll give them spots to go check out or whatever. If it's a spot that like whatever, I'm not gonna get a chance to hunt that even whatever if it's a big property and I know other guys are hunting it. I'll hook guys up with spots sometimes. And it's funny. Sometimes they'll message me like, "Yo, I just had a deer come in." And it's like you laugh. You're like, "Fuck." It makes me feel as good because I'm like, at least I picked the right spot,
Exactly. Yep.
right?
And then the
Yeah.
excitement from them, they're just like,
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
adrenaline and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't take, to be honest with you, when it comes to that, like there's definitely spots I won't share with some people. There's some spots like no matter what, people are gonna find them whether you share it with somebody or not. Like there's people out there like I share information with the people I trust, like you know what I mean? Like I'll show certain guys what I'm on before the season's over, but like most of the time I'll show people at the end just 'cause who knows, like the last thing you need is people causing drama over deer and you know what I mean? People find out
Yeah.
what property you're hunting and they want to go hunt it and then people get mad at you because more people are hunting that property and I've seen that where people are like, "Hey, stop fucking bringing your friends over here. Like there's too many people over here." And it's like, "Well, you can't control how many people come here. Whether you bring them, he brings them, somebody else finds out." Like I was
Mhm.
talking to a guy this year. He was telling me some dude he met in the parking lot at a place we were hunting came from 3 hours away. I was like, what the, like, why? And because they heard it. Remember that deer we were talking about last time, that one I
Yeah.
was on? Well, I guess
Yep.
this guy from 3 hours away, one of his buddies was like, hey, there's a fucking monster over here. Like, it's worth a 3 hour drive. So, you know what I mean? Like, the word spreads.
Fuck
And
yeah.
it's weird how people get about deer. Like,
I know, that's what I was about to say.
man, like sometimes it's weird to me because like sometimes I just want to see it, right? Like if I've ever been out there and if somebody shot a deer I was chasing, I just want to like, you know what I mean? It's like that thing is like only you're the first person to put your hands on it, but like I want to see it in
Mhm.
person, like up close. Like some of them they're like, fuck, we had a good time, but I never got you, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, people get weird about bucks specifically. It's like
Hmm.
it's a dick measuring contest. Who can kill the
Yeah,
biggest bucks and shit.
and the weird thing to me is like I promise every single person, like, yeah, you're gonna get all this likes and whatever, but like by tomorrow or the next day, nobody really cares. Like, you know what I mean? People are gonna flip through, they're gonna see it. They might even look at your deer picture and just click like and not even really pay attention to what size deer that was. They don't even care. They just hit like, keep on scrolling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They see the deer down, they're like, congratulations, good job.
Yeah.
What, like, you know what I mean? And people will go to hell and back for that, like, I guess. Like, it's weird because,
Well,
like,
I
at
mean,
the end of the day,
I want to fucking kill a big buck. You know what I mean?
hmm, I get
I'm not.
that.
Yeah, like I want to fucking kill a 200-inch buck. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I'm just not gonna
yeah.
do what.
I'm no, no. If it comes, it comes, right? Like, it's just one of those ones. Like, might never happen, might happen, but like, I'm not gonna be like that one guy, like, fucking get world record deer and then get fucking sued for it and then still be happy about it. Like, that's just retarded. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. And, like, I think what's happening too, and this might actually be more than crossbow, this might be a bigger problem to hunting, is like the fact that people care so much about that it puts a bad taste on it, that people are willing to like break the rules. And like you see it all the time. Like you can look up famous guys that have like notched double tags on properties that You know what I mean? They illegally shot a second deer with a tag they never had to put it on YouTube to get the money, I guess, for it. Like I don't know what you're like, is this for money? Like why are you risking your hunting to shoot a deer to post on YouTube and then get caught or whatever? Like I'm not sure why people poach or do all these things.
It's just human nature, dude. Because you know
Yeah, I
it's funny.
guess. Like
Here's
I
the
guess
fun.
money
That,
gets to them. Like
but that
I don't
listen,
know.
that's the small little. That's the small part of human nature. You know what I mean? Like hunting,
Hmm.
dude poaches a 300-inch buck. Okay, we got fucking uh psychopathic governors and presidents and
That's
senators.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
So those
it's just
people are in
human
the
nature.
hunting world too. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
people just
Yeah,
want to
that's a
fucking
good
have
point.
fame and glory. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
that's just what it is. And that's the
Yeah,
one thing
it's
that bothers the fuck out of me. Like I know it's an issue when people bring up like poaching, rules and regulations, going to your fucking division wildlife fucking press conferences and all these meetings and shit.
hmm.
I get that, which, I do, but the biggest thing that fucking irks my soul is I wish I don't know why. I don't know if it's just me, but my issue is motherfuckers that have that same energy aren't putting it towards the real issue in this world, especially
Yeah.
nowadays, like our fucking governors, our senators, these people that are fucking children and eating babies, like we were talking about
Hmm.
the last time, you know what I mean? So when
Yeah.
I see
Yep.
people make a big deal about all this shit, like go to your ODNR and tell them how you feel, it's like, brother, I wish you'd do the same shit when it came to the fucking real world. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The shit that
Which
actually
I don't,
matters.
which I don't know why I'm like that. I don't know if that's a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like
You know
I
what?
see so many people talking about the rules and regulations of Pennsylvania and Ohio and Michigan and how it's changing
Hmm.
everything. And I'm just like, bro,
Hmm.
put that fucking same energy towards your politicians. Like, why
Yeah.
don't you do that?
That's true. That is true. And you know what? I've noticed the most is like the internet gives everybody, whether the comment section or have a podcast, YouTube, anything, the internet gives people a way to like say however they feel, but nobody acts on it. They'll
Because
say
it's
how
a
they
vent.
feel.
Dude, I think so. I
It's a
think it's a good way to fucking vent the blow off valve. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm,
It's
mm-hmm,
all a facade. You can speak your opinion on the internet, and it's like a blow off valve. You feel better about it, and
yep.
you
You
will
almost feel
calm
like you
down.
did what you were supposed
Exactly,
to do. Yeah.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't do
Yeah.
fucking shit. You know what I mean?
But you didn't do anything. It felt like
Yeah.
you did. It's like that, like how people say is like, if you sit there and you're like, I'm gonna write a book, you feel all great about how you're telling all your friends you're gonna write a book, and then you get that dopamine like you're actually writing a book. And then if you don't write the book, it's just, you know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
just getting hits of like when they're commenting like, fuck them, yeah. They feel like they're doing something, but
Yeah, I know.
nobody,
That's what
those
sucks,
people,
dude.
yeah, yeah,
And I've
yeah.
talked to perfectly able-bodied dudes that I don't know. I just wish like men would fucking grow a sack and like start.
What made men as crazy as they were during the Civil War? Where
You,
like it was like we're gonna
they were
stand in a line too and fight.
well, they were put in a position to where that's all they had. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
and
Like it
that's
was
what
either
it's
this or fucking starve.
and that's kind of what it is right now. Is like we don't have that. That's not the option because you
Yeah,
can you can just sit on the sidelines and keep commenting because it's not that really it's
it's
not
not
that
bad.
bad
No.
yet.
Yeah,
No,
no. And I think
but is it
they're
gonna
taking
get
it
that
that
bad?
no, it's not going to. I don't think it
No,
will. I
because
don't think
they
they'll
play.
allow it.
I think they know how to walk the line
Yep,
just enough, right?
yep, yep. They're gonna keep us satisfied just enough to where we don't revolt. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And
Mm-hmm.
that's genius on their end. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
If you think about it, it isn't that bad. We live in a really good country. Even Canada,
Yep. Yep.
we could fucking go down the road in 2 minutes and have a warm meal,
Mm-hmm.
McDonald's and shit.
Yep. Got electricity,
Yeah.
TVs. Mm-hmm.
And people just aren't, I guess, mad enough to be able to do something.
Yeah,
which
because they've tricked you to think that you should be happy with what you get. You get what you get and you don't get upset. Like just take it. Be happy you're in a first world country. But at the same time, it's like, are you really stepping on it just to make it that way? Because these countries could be way better than they are if we were going about it the way we should be. Doesn't matter. Like there shouldn't be poverty anymore. Like we should have come to the conclusion on how to stop all this. Like like we were saying last time, it's like we're literally feeding mental health and victims like on gold platters with steaks, and we're all getting fucking crickets and beans. Like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
fucking wild. Like I don't like the problem is
It's
people
all part of the
enjoy the
win.
victim. It's easier to be a victim than it is to stand up and to
Yeah.
go on the other side. And like people would rather like people would rather go with the flow than swim against the current, right? And the people that swim against the current will save this. It's just we need more fish willing to swim against the current right now.
Yeah, but also the people, the fish that go against the current, they get outcasted. You know what I mean?
Yep. And
Like,
everybody's got to be willing to be outcasted and stay on
exactly.
your ground. Like there's no let up. And that's what it is you have to make that decision. Is like, this is it. We're done with what you guys are deciding. We're deciding now.
Yeah.
You know what I
And dude,
mean?
if you have you noticed the amount of people that make YouTube videos and sit there every day talking about the Epstein files? It's like
Yeah, people are
they do
making
it every
crazy money
single
on it.
day. Yeah, they do it every single day, and they're just waiting for more files, and they're going through it and all this shit. And in my
Hmm.
head, I'm like, what is it going to take for the majority of the population to realize it is not okay to live in a country where our politicians are fucking and eating babies?
Yeah, I don't
What's it
care if
going
the
to take?
stock market crashes.
Yeah, yeah.
Take it.
It's
Like,
like
go right
people
ahead.
say
Let the whole
people
thing
say, "Oh,
crash.
we live in a good world where yeah, they're doing dirty stuff, but we have food and shit." It's like, well, are you just gonna turn the other cheek to, like, one of probably, in my opinion, the worst fucking sin of all time? And
Yeah,
it's been
no, that
proven.
is.
They're talking about beef jerky in the files and shit. It's like, what's it gonna take for us to rise up and start s
Yeah,
you know what I
man.
mean?
I'm telling you right now, I have a daughter, and there is one line that if you cross, that's it. And I'm telling you, when you hear about this stuff, it's like, that's it for me. Wood chipper. That's it.
Yeah,
All of them. Like, you don't fix that because nobody
yeah,
in their right mind would do that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care how elite you are, what you are. The wood chipper's for you. And
yeah.
sorry, that's it. Like,
What's your prediction for dude? Because I know Canada, you guys are, like, screwed, man.
oh,
Like,
yeah,
you
bro.
dude,
And
you
what's
guys
crazy to me, I just sit here and like some of my friends that like this whole gun thing that's going on here, they're just trying to buy their guns back, banning every gun. Like, it's literally like right in our face. Like they're just trying, it's a control thing. There's no reason. 99.9% of the guns that come into this country come from you guys. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like, I'm not even kidding you. We see it all the time. Serial numbers get run. Where's it from? States. Somewhere in the States. You know what I mean? And like that's where we get them from. Like that's just how it is. That's and the crazy part is like the people that have these guns are going to continue to get these guns and you won't stop it. And taking them from guys that are hunters, you're literally once again wasting so much tax money on something that has zero help. It like it makes zero sense and it's crazy that anybody could sit there and be like, "Well, yeah, yeah, this we should agree on this. This makes total sense." Because like all the guns that people get shot with, all the criminal stuff that goes on, that's going on and will continue to go on. And like whether you stop it at the border, then they're going to find a way to fly it in the sky, or they're going to find a way to run it through the water. They're like they will continue to find a way. They'll ghost guns. They'll make them plastic. They'll put piece and part them out, and your guns will come in 8 shipments. Like they'll find a way. You know what I mean? Like that's
yeah, but
and
okay,
like
listen, that we can acknowledge that, like, that's common
mhm,
sense, what you just said,
yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Okay, so what makes you think that the politicians don't already know that? They're just trying to spin it in a different way to conquer you guys. You know what I mean?
That's it. No, that's exactly what it is. That's
Okay, so
exactly
then
what
why
it
is
is.
nobody
Because
acknowledging the fact that we're fucking trying to be conquered by communists and a bunch of I don't
because
know.
I'm not like I don't want to do this, but like honestly, it's a generation of people that are older than me that believe that that we don't need guns and that that will help and that this is actually a solving problem. Like there are people out there that believe taking these guns no matter what, whether it's in an illegal gun case, they think it just to the average person that doesn't know, that's peace of mind in their house that they probably don't have guns in. Just thinking, oh, that's guns off the street. That's my neighbor doesn't have guns in his house anymore. Like it's just peace of mind to them, so they're convinced into it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the
Dude,
sad
that's
part
what sucks
about it,
about Canada is you guys
yo,
don't have
listen,
like
do you know what's a big problem is for
what?
one is we're not a powerhouse. Our military very small, and like we have one unit that anybody is scared of is JTF2, and it ain't that big. And like we don't have Navy SEALs, Marines, Rangers, like all these dudes come flying in on you, planes, jets. Like we don't have all that, right? So we're a weak point. And you take all the guns from all the hunters and the average Joes. Well, guess what? We're even weaker, and that's technically soldiers. If we went to war, that if somebody comes here like, wasn't it Japan or something that was like, yo, if we try and attack United States on their soil, not
Yeah,
only
yeah.
do they have how many fucking soldiers, but they have this many hunters. You know what I mean? So they were
Guns.
like, that's that many more guns shooting at you.
Yeah.
Now, if you
He
look at
said
Canada,
that
it's like take them all away.
this is what he said. There was a general or some commander. He said you can never attack you can never attack America from the outside because behind every blade of grass is a man with his AR-15 or something like that.
Yeah. And like at the end of the day, what keeps war from happening? Fear, right? The fact that, like, why think about it, if you're gonna get into a fight with a guy and you know this other guy wants to fight, most people are gonna be like, fuck it, I don't want to fight.
Mhm,
This guy actually wants to fight. Like, you know what? Instead of us both fucking going at it and we don't know who's gonna win, let's just be cordial and leave it as it is. You know what I mean? That's how the world runs. Like, don't fuck with them, they won't fuck with you.
mhm.
But then you look at weak points and who are the people that get attacked during wars? The weakest one. And like if you really thought about a world war, who are you gonna attack first if you're trying to fuck the United States? I'm gonna try and take the top ground,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
right?
Canada?
Right? And that's a big space of but with a fucking wide open ground and a bunch of guys with no guns. I'm
Mhm.
going there first. I'm going there first. You know what I mean? Whether I'm Russia, China, whoever, I'm taking out the weakest link. We're playing risk here. I'm taking them first,
Yeah.
right?
But you know what's
Like
weird?
that's
Hold on.
just
Listen, why did everybody talk about Russia and China? Why does nobody mention Israel?
them too.
That's what I
Them
never
too.
fucking get. Do you
You know
know
what I
anything
mean?
about Israel?
Well,
Listen
we
to this
also
shit.
forgot.
Why is America's politicians dual citizens with Israel?
That's a good question.
Why is that? When they take
Hmm.
the oath, are they fucking taking an oath to Israel or are they taking an oath to America?
Exactly.
When
Who's
they
actually in
swear
power?
under oath, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And like that's a big one. There is a whole thing behind all that. Like
yeah, it's a
definitely.
huge rabbit hole.
Definitely. Yes.
Why are we talking
Huge.
about this shit? What the hell? How did we get on this shit? How did we get on this shit?
I don't even know. It's
Oh,
because
bro,
it's the
hold on,
top. Like I
hold on.
said, it's the topic of the town right now.
I know. Listen, I heard that you guys had this is fucked up, but I heard you guys had like I heard you guys had a school shooter that was a tranny, but the
Yeah.
fucking your government wouldn't say transgender. They would say,
Mm-hmm.
what did they say? They just said the identified shooter shot. I don't
Yeah.
know. They said some
Yeah.
broad term and they didn't
Yeah. Yeah.
identify it as a tranny.
Yeah.
It's
Because
so fucked up.
and that's another one is they don't like, man, that's such a bad thing. Like they do not want people to say that this is a mental health problem, that these people are fine. They're just, you know what I mean? They're that. But like at the end of the day, it's like there's something mentally wrong. Like, bro, there's videos of this guy fucking sitting in his closet freaking out. Like he
Yeah,
looks like he's
I
about to
know.
do something. Like somebody should have had him already.
Yeah.
Like there's signs. Don't blame anybody else but the kid that did it. Like end of the day, fuck that.
If you
You
guys have
fucked
gun
up.
laws, how did he get it? How did that fucking it get the gun?
Once again, I'm not exactly sure how, but I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure some of them
criminals.
were illegal. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
criminals do
And
criminal things. Isn't that what the
exactly, like
definition of a criminal is?
yeah, like they always say, like take away a gun from a criminal, he's gonna get a knife. Take away the knife, he's gonna get a fucking stick, a bat. Like weapons are everything. You can turn
Yeah,
something into a weapon, right? Like,
I think we're just
yeah,
preaching to the choir, dude. It's
yeah,
all fucked up.
seriously,
That's why
it
you just
is.
gotta focus on, dude, that's why I always talk about, like, sometimes in my emails or in my captions and shit, I always talk about, like, just controlling the things you can control in your own life, which
Mm-hmm.
would be, like, just making sure fitness,
Yep.
Jesus, I don't know if
Yep.
you're I don't know if you're religious, but fitness, Jesus, getting right with your fucking mental health, going out for a walk, the sun,
Mm-hmm.
eating healthy,
Mm-hmm.
making
Bro,
sure you have a strong community.
a big one, bro, is brotherhood. Having a crew that keeps you accountable. Like
Mhm.
that. Everybody likes being a lone wolf, bro, but sometimes you need a pack because like
Yeah.
doing it all alone can be very difficult. And I definitely think that like you get a good team, bro, it'll change your life. They'll keep
But dude,
you.
that's few and far between. Like you need somebody in your day-to-day life,
Hmm.
for something like that, like a pack, like you said, being surrounded by like-minded individuals, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But the
Yep.
issue is there's not many like-minded individuals. Well, I mean, I guess there is. If you go to the gym, there's going to be people there that are interested in
Hmm.
fitness and shit, but I'm just taking it from my own perspective. There's not
Well,
many
honestly,
people.
that was one thing that made me find you. Was everything you posted when I first found BullPath was like it all was like, man, this guy just like everything he's saying and the patriotism and like the way you were doing it was like resonated with me. It was like this is the way I think. This is like you know what I mean? It's like that's somebody I would hang out with. That's somebody
Mhm.
that, you know, that's somebody I put on my team, if we're picking players here. So it's like and then from that point it was like whether me and you ever linked up or whatever, I was always going to continue to follow you just because of what you were pushing, like the uphold principle thing. Like that was huge. I was like, I like that. That's
Yeah.
a big one.
How many people give a fuck about that? That's what sucks. That's my
Well,
favorite. I think about that
I
every day.
think,
Uphold principle, you know.
hmm hmm
And I'm kind of an extremist, so my head when I think about that, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking die for the shit that I believe in. You know what I mean? Like I would
hmm
die for it. I would
Yep.
go to war for it.
Yep.
So that's my saying. Uphold principle. Like,
Bro, that's why I love those guys from Diamond Gym till the death.
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean?
those guys
Just,
are psychotic.
yeah. Well, everybody's got a little of that in them. You just got to
Yeah.
dig it out.
That is true, man.
Yeah. And
But I
like,
wanted to ask you
yeah.
this. What do you
hmm
think, going back to hunting,
Yeah.
what what did you learn this year from or what did you learn last year? Like what is the biggest lesson that you learned?
Biggest lesson?
Yeah. What would you
Mm,
say that you learned in the woods? Like something new. Did you learn anything while you were out there?
definitely. I think I learn almost every time like I'm out there, I pick up something where it's like whether it's a setting up trick, whether it's the way like the terrain work, because like a lot of times like in a big one I've been learning is like where you end up and the way that thermals work and the wind work, you can get away with a lot of stuff that I never knew was actually possible with using milkweed and like figuring spots out. But like that's something a lot of people know, but a big one I learned this year was like being ready for the moment. Because
Yeah, I know.
two times I had to watch a buck walk by, and I was like, God damn, like I should have been ready. Like, you know what I mean? And it was
It
just
happened
like
fast.
some, it happens fast, and people don't realize like with bow hunting, it could be a 10-second encounter, and like, if you're not ready, so like a lot of times I sit like I'll try and sit with my bow like on my knee or like in front of me because I can use it as a way to like look through. It kind of breaks up a human silhouette, right? So a lot of times I have it on my knee, but like when it's cold and your fucking hands are freezing and I just put it on the side and a lot of times, like when it happens, it just happens right now. And if you're not ready, so like it's a big one this year. I think I gotta be not let myself just like sit in the tree and like be like staring off and like I think it's about being more present for the time I'm in the stand. You know what I mean? A lot of times I'll sit there for I could sit for 5 hours, 6 hours. You know what I mean? So like it's a long time to stay present for,
Mhm.
right? So like you try to stay when sunrise comes up, you try and be like for that first hour like aware, but it's hard. It's hard.
Mhm.
So that's something to focus on more. And like I learned that like just maintaining like stop going on your phone, you know what I mean? You know you can sit on that thing all day long, so there's no point when you're out there, right?
That's the
That's one
bitch,
thing.
dude. That's the
That's
addictive thing, you know?
yeah, it is. And like I know everybody gets this, like you'll be sitting there and like you just like reach in your pocket and pull it out and you're like, what the hell? Like I just literally did that out of just pure habit.
Which sucks, you know? That's
Hmm.
why
Hmm.
sometimes I just leave my phone in the truck.
Yeah. I got a question for you. Is what's your
Yeah.
deer hunting plans this year? Like, what's your hunting plans? Are you planning on, are you going to put time aside so that you can go?
Probably not. Other than deer
You're just
camp.
going to wing it? Yeah. You're going to do a
Other
deer
than deer
camp
camp.
again?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I think
That's
that's
good.
dude, going forward, I think that might be the only time I ever get to hunt. Because what happened
Mm,
last year, I hunted like 2 times in my own spot, my own area,
yeah.
and I remember hunting my last hunt, and I remember having 3 does come up, had my bow drawn, and I was like, "Ah, they're looking a little too small. I got plenty of season left. I'm sure I'll be out here again." No, didn't
No.
happen. Not at all.
Hmm.
So, yeah, as BullPath grows, dude,
It
it's
makes
gotten
it tougher.
it's
Hmm.
impossible unless I wanna
Yeah.
completely tank
And
my business.
yeah, exactly. And it's, it's the middle of the season. For whatever reason, people love buying stuff while they're in the middle of hunting.
Yeah, which I have no issue with, you know? I love
No.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
But there have been times, man, where I'm just like, "Dude, I just wish I could go out in the fucking woods."
Hmm.
But
Yeah. I have a
can't.
BullPath question. Like,
Yeah.
how much gear do you want to be able to provide to people? Like, do you want to have just like, do you want to always keep it your like main things, or do you want to be able to provide like a bunch of different types of gear?
Um,
Because like now
uh,
you're stepping into the bag thing,
yeah.
and we talked about backpacks before, and you were right. Like lots of people make backpacks, so what's the point? Not many people make duffel bags, so that was a
Yeah.
great one. You know
Yeah.
what I
Well,
mean? Like,
there's a lot of strategy behind the scenes, that I have planned up that nobody knows about, but,
hmm.
um, I don't know how to put this, dude. I don't wanna say anything out loud, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, just put it this way, we're not just a saddle company. I don't wanna be a saddle company.
Yeah, I remember we talked about that before. We're like, that's why it's bullpath gear, not bullpath saddles.
Exactly. Yeah. So,
Hmm.
uh, I want to make the best gear for the American like, I want to make the best fucking gear for the outdoorsman that specifically hunts white-tailed deer and possibly maybe some other critters like turkeys. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? That's my
Hmm.
main focus. With just being 100% American made, dude.
Yeah,
That's my goal, and I want to be the biggest and the best, beating everybody
that's a
else.
good goal. Yeah.
That's what I want.
Hmm.
And there's only a couple people that actually do that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
There's only a couple people that make American sourced and sewn gear. So I don't have much competition in that arena.
That's true. That is very true.
So I'm basically
Yeah.
competing against people that outsource their shit. They can make
Hmm.
it cheaper and sell it to the masses cheaper. You know what I mean?
You would always stay direct to consumer. You would never go in store.
I'm working on that right now, actually, with a store in
Hmm.
Oklahoma. I
Oh,
do
that's
want to,
cool.
yeah, I just want to stick to, I like just sticking to uh, direct to consumer because the thing
Hmm.
is I have total control over the brand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if
Hmm.
I were to go to a store, let's say we have our shit in Cabela's, and let's say the salesman for some reason hates BullPath. Walk
Yeah.
up to a customer that's checking out BullPath, and the guy can be like, "Oh, that thing is a piece of shit. You know, you don't want that.
Yeah.
It's overpriced. It's, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?"
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the thing is you're exchanging eyeballs for profit margins. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's cool to
Now,
have your
another
shit.
thing is,
Go ahead.
now, if someone is selling your product, will they be selling it at the same prices on the website? It doesn't change. Or do they get to
Um,
mark it up higher than, because then would that draw people to be like, well, why would I buy from them when I could just go from the website?
I think it varies, but yeah, uh, they will more than likely mark it up more, or they might just keep
Hmm.
it the same price. You just have to sell it to them cheaper.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
let's say you wanted to stock your store with BullPath saddles, right?
Hmm.
I sell them for 290. Well,
Yeah.
that store needs to make profit off of it. So
Hmm.
they'll say the best that we can do is buy your saddles for 200 bucks.
Yeah.
And that's how they make their money,
Yeah. That makes sense.
which sucks, because
Hmm.
I lose my profit margin, but I exchange that for the eyeballs and I
Yeah, you're
guess some,
putting it more out there. Hmm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But also on the other side, I don't get to do the personal shit that I get to do with everybody else, like
Yeah,
writing
no
my
more writing
notes.
notes. Yeah.
Exactly. So then
Yeah.
I started thinking, I'm like, okay, well
I
maybe
have
I
all
could,
my notes.
yeah. Really?
Yeah, I got them all. I got my
That's
Christmas
freaking amazing.
cards.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, yeah, I kept all of them.
You wanna know why I started doing that?
Why?
I think I told you this, didn't I?
I think you did.
First form, I bought
Hmm.
a tiny little bottle of creatine from them, and they
Yeah,
wrote me a handwritten letter. I'm like,
yeah,
"Holy shit."
yeah.
And it made me feel
Nothing
special.
feels better than it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another thing is like it's crazy. The same guy that sewed your saddle or put your pouches together sent you a letter. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
You don't get that from a lot of those companies, I'll tell you that, because that came from probably somewhere overseas and they never even seen it.
Yeah. Which
Never
is
even actually touched
unfortunate.
hands. Yeah, it is. I think that's the part that I like the most about it is like I just something about it being like authentic and like original and like you know the person touching it and like it just feels more of that old school like the way it should be, how manufacturing was, right? Like made by a real person, a real blue collar person put that together. I like that part. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It wasn't made
Yeah.
in a sweatshop where it's like, yeah, I got it for cheap, but like I was saying to you before, is like I'm gonna support American made over anything else, like not necessarily over Canadian made, like whatever. We don't make much good shit anyways, but like I'm gonna support that over anything overseas because one, I know it's being made by a person that's like me, a blue collar average person, and two, like there's so much pride in the what you guys do and like the making things in America. Like that's like to me, that's just like I love that part about it. Those people in the sweatshops, they're not proud of what they're not happy. They're not like, man, we're putting out a real product that like makes me feel good. And this is like Chinese made, yay.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like you don't hear that. Like there's no like man, when you see like American made commercials, it, like pumps you up. You're like, yeah, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why. It's just like it's part of that. That's the part I like.
Yeah.
Right? I'd rather pay more for and like as we all know, it's like you pay more, you get for what you pay for. Like you want zippers that are falling apart, go buy your shit. But like if you want zippers that are held together and you want bags that are gonna be able to like I treat my shit horribly because I'm just rough on stuff. I don't have one fray in anything I own BullPath. Like everything I've fucking fucked them up, bro. Like it
Yeah.
sits on the bottom of my tree stand. I've thrown it like it's fallen out of trees. Like it, uh, everything. I even like sometimes I jam too much stuff in there. I'm thinking like, am I gonna rip this thing? No, that spandex pocket, like it stretches with it, doesn't rip, doesn't get cut. Like I don't know. To me, like you're paying for what you get, and it's that if you want to call it buy once, cry once, but like I like shit that lasts. That's why like I've always been like my site's a spot hog because everybody was like the thing's built like a tank, like you can drop it, smash it. Like that's what you want to hear, right? That's what I want. I want something that I can. I'm not. Oh, is it gonna fall apart while we're out in the middle of the woods? You know what I mean? I don't want
Yeah,
that. And that's why, like, with your stuff, you even said to me, like, yo, do whatever you want with this. Like, I want it to fail. Try and make it fail. Remember, like, pulling cars, the Jeep,
yeah, dude,
and
yeah.
like, it's true. It's like,
I'm gonna be
that's what you
doing
want to
more of that.
see.
I'm gonna be
You
doing
got to
more of
do
that.
more of that. I think you should do more of that. And like,
I have one in store for this thing right here.
perfect.
You
Because
know what I
that's the
mean?
thing that people need to see.
I'm gonna put like fucking 300 pounds worth of fucking cinder blocks in that bitch. I'm
Hmm.
gonna try
Hmm.
carrying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. And that's one thing,
Forklifting it with
like,
the tractor.
if anybody knows anything, the average person knows nothing about stitching. But take fold all your BullPath bags inside out, look at them, and then fold out something that you bought off Amazon. Let me look at the stitching, and that's
Yeah,
all I have to say to you. Like
yeah.
that's it. And when your bag falls apart and shit's falling out the bottom, my BullPath bag is still stitched together because
Dude,
I know how it got stitched.
it's wild. I haven't had a single person. Oh, okay, hold on. I had one warranty claim this year. It was a
Great.
it was a belt. It was an old
Hmm.
belt for like one of the original bull pass saddles that we came out with. We
Yeah.
switched the webbing. It was frayed.
Hmm.
So I warranted it out. I sent him a brand new belt, everything without, any cost to
Yeah.
him. I just sent it to him. But other than that, there hasn't been a single fucking person that's reached out to me like, "Hey man, the bag is ripped" or anything,
Hmm.
which is kind of
Yeah.
crazy. Which is
Yeah. And
crazy.
like even like one thing, like so I bound like with the moose pack, I have it set up, and then if I want to go minimal, I just put like the Sam, or I mean, I put the bull pack. I'll switch them in between if I want a smaller pack. It's funny because like you gotta like take the plastic things off and move it in and out, and like the back webbing. You know how like if you just keep messing with that shit, it just gets soft and folds in, and then your clips are falling off, bro. Whatever material you used on the back stays hard and keeps its like whatever, so that when it makes it tricky to like put the clips back in
Yeah.
when you're switching them, but it stays hard. And I've switched them on and off so many times that I was like, I wonder if this is ever gonna like wear down and get like weaker, but it doesn't.
I
Like
don't
they
think so
always
either.
stays nice and like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude,
That's a really good one.
it's mill spec webbing. It's literal
Hmm.
very compliant. So what that means is it is fucking sourced and manufactured in America just for that webbing, which is
Yeah.
cool because then that means I can have contracts to sell to the government of America. Like let's
Oh,
say,
that's cool.
yeah,
Like a
so
military contract.
if the Marines came to me and they were like, "Hey,
Hmm.
we need you to fucking make this. I need you to make the moose rig, but I need you to change it up a little bit." They
Hmm.
would ask me, "Is it Berry compliant?" I'd be like, "Yeah." Do you have the documentations for it? Yes. Okay.
That's
Make
cool.
this. Make 100,000 of them. We'll give you
Hmm.
$2 million for it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
You know what I
You're
mean?
waiting for that day.
Fuck yeah. Like, dude, I ha yeah, that's what I'm that'd be sweet to get a military contract or something to like
That would be sweet.
to build
Hmm.
what the hell? My bad, dude. My phone's going crazy. Yeah, it'd be cool to build like some gear. Maybe even for the Canadian
Yeah,
special
we're gonna
forces
need something.
and shit. Yeah.
We're gonna need it.
Yeah. Fuck.
That's funny.
But yeah, that webbing is just it's quality, dude.
Hmm.
And it's
It
expensive
is,
as fuck.
bro. The whole thing, like I said, it is definitely quality. I've tried to wreck it. You know what I mean? I want my warranty bag. You know, but you can't. You can't.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like, and I've had a few people look at all my stuff, and I let them. I'm like, go ahead, find a flaw, do whatever you want. Find, try and down it from something that is. as high up as you can find. The
Yeah.
guys that you're watching on YouTube, compare it to that, go right ahead. And I've had the guys openly tell me, like, bro, this is done way better than what I have. And what I have, everybody's rocking, thinking it's the top thing. And like my friends have said, like, once people start seeing more of this, they're gonna realize that there's a reason why it's being done the way you're doing it and the materials you're using and all that. It's like you're not doing it to just like get a product out there. You're creating a product from start has always been quality. It's not like, oh, we're gonna put out a bunch of cheap shit, get everybody on board, and then we'll make something better. No,
Mhm.
you've been making a good product, and every time you've upped something, it's actually made it better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the bull pack, you know what I mean? You knew that. It's like you look at the first one, then you look at the second one, like you know what I mean?
Which is crazy.
Different.
Yeah.
Even the sand pouch, right? Like look at how
Yeah.
you made the first one, and then look at what you have now. Like that's a fucking bag all on its own. You get away with so many things with that.
Mhm. That's just
So,
what happens when you continue to,
hmm
try to
hmm
make your shit better. Dude,
yeah.
my uncle just commented, he said, look, he said, "What up, Droopy? Just checking you out." That's my uncle.
That's cool.
Dude, that I would say he
Droopy,
is the reason.
that's his nickname for you, Droopy?
Yep, my entire life.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
He says, "Can you say hi to Preston? He's watching it." Hey, Preston. Preston, he's watching? That's crazy, dude. What's up, Preston? Hope you're doing good, man. But no, dude, that's where my patriotism comes from.
Hmm
He went to war during like right after 9/11 here in America,
Yeah,
and just seeing him come back home, and yeah, I would say
yeah. A lot of
he
respect for somebody that's done that.
fuck yeah. And
Yeah.
it's like I don't know. I feel like we owe it. I feel like I owe it to the people
hmm
and to the veterans and everybody here in America and even Canada or even Mexico for that matter to make quality shit for their. This is how I view it. It's like, okay, if someone's willing to spend even $5 with me, I have to make the best. I have to make I have to make it worth it for them. You know what I mean?
hmm hmm
I have to make their $5 the best $5 they ever fucking spent. And
Yep.
that's my mindset every time I make
And
gear.
I also think when it comes with gear now is like first impression is huge. If I get something that fails on me, bro, it would be a lot to get me to come back. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Because like people just don't have the tolerance to like give you a second chance on making crappy gear, right? Like when there's so many people out there building stuff and making stuff. So you almost have to be fully committed to make a real product from the start and just know it might take longer, it might cost more, but your only chance of sticking around is not being that guy that came in trying to make money in the start with a cheap product.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Which
yeah.
I like it like that. Build your
hmm
stuff cheap. Build your
Yep.
stuff cheap. That's all I
Yeah,
want.
go right ahead. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly how
Yeah.
that's my mindset. Like, oh, you went to China and now your profit margins are 50% higher? Yes.
Perfect.
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
enjoy that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to talk about before we get off here?
Uh,
One last thing, anything?
one last thing. Yeah, what's your workout routine?
Um, so I the typical, you know, chest, arms, shoulders, legs, back, repeat.
hmm
That's
hmm
literally it. But the
How
thing
much do you
is
ruck a week? Do you still ruck?
I only do that in the winter time because I can't run.
Mm,
I think rucking's a little too easy for me. Even if I load up 80 pounds on my back, it's just I don't. The only thing that fucking hurts me is my shoulders. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just from the bag.
To where actually I have to like I run with my ruck. I
hmm
try to run with my ruck to get my heart rate up, but when the snow is gone, I'm running.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put on my. Sometimes I'll put on my fucking weighted vest
hmm
and just uh, run 3 miles, or try to beat my one record mile every time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good.
But I only do that like twice a week. So I'll lift 5 times a week and then run during that week like 2 times, 3 times.
Hmm.
But then there's weeks where I only lift 2 or 3 times because I need to let my body heal up,
Yeah, yeah.
which
I'm with
recovery is
that.
important, dude.
Bro, I used to just go every day. And then as getting older, I just would get hurt, and then the hurt wouldn't go away, and I'd stay in the gym, and then it would go away, and then I would just reactivate as soon as it got healed, and it just became like, fuck.
Yeah.
So and I work a physical job kind of, so it's one of those
Hmm.
ones where if you kind of got to know that you need the rest, right? If you're doing construction and lifting stuff and carrying heavy shit all the time, and then you go to the gym and you're lifting and carrying heavy shit all the time, and you don't recover one day and you blast something out, like it's either gonna fuck up work or it's gonna fuck up the gym or both at the same time, and
Hmm. And then
right?
I
So,
think, like, you know how when you go to the gym, like, let's say you did back 2 days ago and your back is just annihilated and you're doing
hmm,
shoulders, you can still feel like the soreness in your back and whatnot.
yeah,
I feel like it's counterintuitive and it's just a waste of time.
hmm,
So what I
hmm,
what I try to do is if I'm sore, like
do
really
something
bad,
else.
I just either do something else or take an active rest day where I go for a run.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the best thing to do, right? Let those muscles heal back up, and then you most likely you're not gonna get hurt, right?
Yeah.
Because like sometimes you get hurt because like with with your back is like you could blow your back out because you were doing something yesterday that was like deadlifts, and then you go do like something else and lean over, and because your back was stressed so much the day before, you tried to pick up some dumbbells off the rack and you tweak your back,
Yeah.
and you're like, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Rest days, like they're
Super
important.
important, dude.
And
Yeah.
and just like a big one for me that I don't skip is the creatine thing. I swear by creatine. I just feel like it's one of those recovery ones that's great to have in the system. Same with collagen. That's a good one.
Mhm.
I take magnesium too. That's another good
Dude,
one. I
I
take
take like 15 different vitamins.
yeah, I take ashwagandha too. That's another good one.
Yeah. I don't know if I like ashwagandha, however you say that. Do you get like a withdrawal symptom from it?
No, no. At
No?
least I don't. No, not that I remember. No.
Huh. Yeah. I don't know. I get like weird withdrawal symptoms if I stop taking it.
Hmm. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
I don't know what it is, but yeah, hold on for a second. Give me a second.
Yeah.
You ever heard of this company called Mind Lab Pro?
No. Nope.
It's a nootropic. That shit
Hmm.
works.
What? So what's in that?
That shit, I don't know, but that
It's good.
it gets you locked in. Like
That's funny.
if you need to focus on a task, dude, you pop these on an empty stomach, you're gonna be it's like legal Adderall.
That's
I'm just kidding.
hilarious.
No, dude, it has a bunch of different vitamins.
That's how you get all that sewing done.
Yeah, exactly. Dude,
Yeah.
yes. Yes, big time. I'll take 2 of these right before sewing, and then have you ever heard
Hmm.
of NeuroGum?
Nope. That's another one, eh?
It's
You guys have all the
another
good stuff over there.
yeah, NeuroGum, it's a nootropic gum. So, I
Hmm.
take some nootropic pills, some nootropic gum, and I'm locked
Just
in.
flying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a crackhead, you know?
Just never
Since
miss a stitch.
yeah, I'm not willing to take some crack, so but I'm willing to take
Hmm.
some nootropics, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you.
You should try it. It's good.
Yeah. Probably better than all the fucking nicotine I put in and
Oh,
caffeine.
that shit's good too. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a deadly
I do too.
combination, though. You
It
take
is.
you take
Energy
caffeine,
drinking is in.
yes, that, and then you take some nootropics,
Yeah.
dude, you're on another planet. There's been a
I need
couple
that for
times where
hunting
my
season
heart
next year.
dude, there's been a couple times where it felt like my heart was gonna explode. I'm like, "Oh
Oh
my god."
shit. It's really
Sweating,
working.
getting yeah, getting clammy.
That's funny.
Uh, yeah, but let's cut the show.
Yeah, man.
I think we had a pretty good talk. The next time, when do you think we should do this next?
Whenever.
I know Dave wants to get in here. He wants to. I
Yeah,
wish he
let's
would have
bring him
showed
in.
up.
Yeah, he's a busy boy though. Always. I got some
Yeah.
questions for him.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Well, I'll
I
get a
got.
hold of you two, and we'll see when the next time we'll do it. But I feel like we should do this like every Wednesday and Saturday or something.
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay. Cool. Well,
All right.
thank thank you guys for everybody watching. My uncle. My bad. Did you hear? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Kicked out.
You
My
kicked yourself out this time?
my uncle said Natalie wants you to say hi. Hi, Natalie. Those are my cousins. Those are my little cousins.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's it. That is cool. It's kind of weird, dude.
Yeah.
They're watching my.
Well, family support, bro.
Yeah, that's weird. Very weird. But anyways, I'll yeah, I'll get a hold of you guys, and that's it.
All
We'll
right,
see
man.
you guys next time.
All right.